This is a message for future me. Try not to get burnt out of this. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Try not to.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Okay, so, Pokemon Rejuvenation. Cool game. If you don't know what it is, it's by the people that made Pokemon Reborn, but it's just better. I'm gonna play the game in the way that I've never played any other Pokemon game. A mono-type run. It's pretty simple. Choose a type, stick with it. I choose Psychic. Couple reasons why. First, second, first two gyms are poison and fighting. Simple enough reason. Get some wiggle room. Third, at the time of making this, the game isn't fully complete. It's still missing out in the Dark Gym. Yeah, the video's this long and the game isn't complete. I would heavily recommend it. It's got a lot of cool shit going for it. New regional forms, level caps, no HMs, difficulty settings, the works. Speaking of that last one, I'm going to be playing the game on the hardest one after the first gym. Listen, I get 3 Pokemon against the gym leader 6. It might be possible, but it's too early in the game and I don't care enough. Another thing, not a Nuzlocke. This game is not Nuzlockable on intense mode. Yeah, that's just about it. Let's get started. Hi, my name is Gladiated, but you can call me G. And this is my Pokemon Rejuvenation Mono-type run. You ruin everything.
It took me 10 years to find the answer something.
Alright, we start the game on a cruise ship. A nice dinner too. All seems well. That's an evil team, isn't it? Nothing can be right in this world. Oh, okay, things are happening. Mom, I promise you, this ain't the place to be. You know what? I'm gonna leave you to it. But whatever, keep going. They do not have lifeboats. What a terrible ship. No wonder it got taken over. It's over. You have nowhere else to go. Your mother made a heartfelt speech, but this is the real world. Oh, that was just the intro. Turns out a woman named Tesla saved us. She apparently got a distress call and rushed for the ship. She explains this is actually Team Zen's first terrorist attack, even though they've been known about for a while. Team Zen's the evil team. Team Ocean? That could have been a threat. Team Iceberg. Before the game started, a woman named Amanda talked with us about starting our Pokemon journey, and she's close by, so we start heading that way, finding a couple Pokemon that I can't catch. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get our mons then. Anyways, the professor's talking to someone who he seems very skittish about. Whatever. On to the Pokemon. Now, there's only one starter that becomes a Psychic type, so this ain't up for debate. Come here, Fennekin. I'm gonna name you Delpho. And look at that. It's shiny. Shinies in this game are 1 in 100 chance, and they've all been redone. It's pretty cool. We have a battle with Amanda, and disclaimer, these first few battles in the game actually weren't recorded in the run that I'm doing. So I went back and did them for footage. You'll notice it's back to normal when Delpho is shiny. After getting absolutely demolished, she gives me some Pokeballs for the road. Suddenly this guy named Ren bursts in and wants to know how skilled we are for a brand new trainer. You crit. You're cringe. I still beat you. You suck! The professor asked us to accompany his daughter Melia for the journey out to Route 1, giving us a Pokedex as payment. Sounds like a plan. After almost dying to one of the very first trainers, we run into someone getting thrown out of the roof of their house. It's gonna be a long day. Her name's Venom. She's going to meet some of her friends in the sewers. What a wonderful place to meet up. When we get there, we actually bump into Ren again, and Venom starts feigning death for an Oranberry. They heal 10 HP. What? Ren makes fun of her for a bit, and then explains that he heard the professor talking to us about Melia. She isn't in Route 1. She's actually fixing the city's power grid. I decided to hold off and grab a Chingling that I'm not regrabbing footage of because it's only a 5% chance to spawn and only at night. I named it Woodwind. 1 coin case later, and a lot of Voltorb flip, and I got a Spoink as well. I'm gonna name you Sporky. Dude, look at that. This one's shiny too. It's very, yeah. Alright, sewer time. Venom. Melia says that there seems to be nothing wrong with the power grid, but it just isn't working properly. It's probably just old. No, that's probably the issue right there. A shiny Garbodor. Me and Ren defeat them pretty easily. Turns out the Garbodor was the issue, and Melia is about to go on her way to Route 1. But before I can go too, Venom says that we should challenge her in her gym. Yeah, she's the gym leader, Iskirin. The poison one. After training everyone up, we go ahead and do just that. Hey look, Ren and Melia showed up. Gotta put up a good fight, huh? Oh, this would be a good time to explain this game's main feature that sets it apart from other Pokemon games. Fields. Every area in the game has one of 40 fields. Not including ones like electric terrain, but those have been altered too. The one Venom uses in her gym is the corrosive field. It does a lot of things, but I'm only going to name the ones that matter. If you aren't poison or steel type, every single time you switch in, you take a little bit of damage. Merciless, Marini's ability is always active, meaning it always crits, and Venoshock's damage is doubled since the field treats you as a poison target. That's all we got. Let's start. I lead with Woodwind into her Trubbish. She realizes that her Trubbish is just going to die, so she switches into her Alolan Grimer. At the same time, I switch into my Fennekin and take a bit of damage. I Ember her Grimer, stealing her Oran Berry with Magician. After some back and forth, I thankfully crit my Ember, and her biggest threat goes down. Now it's just Venom, me, and a lot of confusions. I let the Marini kill Delpho, and I switch in Woodwind, who swiftly kills Marini, and in comes her ace, Seviper. Before dying, her Seviper lands a Glare. It's all up to chance now. Trubbish dies, and then Whirlipede dies. Woodwind goes down, but I send in Sporky to finish the job. That's Venom's gym. We got the Poison Heart Badge and Poison Sweep. Cool. We meet Ren and Melia outside of the gym and start heading to Route 1 like we meant to. Exploring the route a bit, we eventually end up in Goldenwood Cave. A couple trainers later, Melia finds what she was looking for, a mural on the wall. She takes a couple pictures of it and then immediately breaks it. Melia, ain't that a felony? She wants to explore the other side, and with nothing better to do, we follow her. Not before catching a new member of the party. A Woobat! I'm gonna name you Chico. When we find Melia, she has set up a picnic. I assume to coax me into not reporting her for a crime, but it's food. She says that the Vivian here around here have a distinct color. When you meet a flock of them, something momentous is about to happen. They're called the Butterflies of Fate. Hey, can they maybe go somewhere else then? She wants to test her skills, which, of course, she gets bodied. But afterwards, some kind of explosion thing? Something happened in Goldenwood Forest. We rush to it. On the way, seeing an Absol. Hey, could you maybe go somewhere else? We run into Team Zen. Big surprise. And one of their grunts shows off his Shadow Meowth. Melia says to put a code into her briefcase. And inside we find a snag machine. Well, the only way out of here is the way we came, so let's start heading that way, huh? After defeating a couple of grunts, we run into two specific grunts, but since they're textured differently, they must be important. They're dead. The two grunts, Ellie and Sharon, are about to throw hands when the shiny Garbodor makes an appearance. The grunts see it as a threat and tend to it, completely ignoring me and Melia. Can see why y'all are grunts. The members that they were guarding was one of their executives, Zeta. He has a proposition for us. Me and him battle. He wins. He takes Melia and the Shag Machine? He wins. He takes Melia and the Shag Machine. He loses, and he unleashes the dimensional rift behind him. I don't need to explain that that's a bad thing to you, right? Yeah, we beat him. He holds up his end of the deal. He opens a dimensional rift, and out pops a Gyarados. Yeah, that ain't no normal Gyarados. Die about it. When we get back to the lab, Melia hears Professor Jenner talking to someone and decides to eavesdrop. Turns out Jenner is talking to a Team Zen member, Madalis, who is making it very clear to Jenner that Melia was to be taken away from him once she grew up. Melia butts in and is rightfully pissed, realizing that Jenner sent her to Team Zen and why he told her to punch in the number on the briefcase for the snag machine. Her and Madalis fight, and Melia gets mopped. At the very last minute, she tells her Togepi to use Metronome and it rolls Teleport. We gotta go to Vegas. Madalis calls for backup to try and find her and leaves, telling us to stay out of it. That's it? Run bursts in, saying that the grunts are everywhere, and Jenner says the only place that Melia could have gone was somewhere on Route 2. Oh hey, it's the Gothitelle from the boat. I wonder what— So Ren, about those Zen grunts. Alright, before Route 2, I can grab one more Psychic type. A Mana. Ooh, shiny. Alright. Route 2 time. New Pokemon. Drowsy. Nice. Your name will be Mustard. As soon as we get to the cave ahead, a hooded figure tells us that Melia has not gone down the path they have and went to the mines below.
You've never experienced true fear, have you? If you have—
Oh, shut up! I'll go down, fine! Venom finds out that Melia did go downwards into the mines. A Zen grunt said one of the admins is chasing her. And Zeta fucking went another portal. Melia's dead, bro. Huh? The fuck you mean she's just— oh, okay. For not getting Melia, Zeta is taking us down with him and pulls us into the dimensional rift that put the Galvantula in that killed Melia. Yeah, okay, killed. Shut up. About that Galvantula. I didn't explain what the dimensional rift was last time, so we might as well do it now. Each one is treated like a boss fight. Increased stats, shields similar to Dynamax raids, except they aren't bullshit, and a changed typing. This one being Poison Electric. Oh. Oh hey, the Gothitelle's back. And Crescent too. How you doing? She tells us to go back to East Giron. We were way too in over our heads, setting ourselves up for disaster. Yeah, sorry, no can do. I got me a Lunatone to catch.
I got the Sprite. Ooh.
Ooh, he got the Sprite.
That boy got the Sprite.
Oh, who the fuck are you? That one. Turns out this lady Nim here was just trying to cheer us up. She saw what happened and felt bad. Aw, thanks, mate. Finally, Sheridan. And people are already arguing. Okay. After going to the inn to heal my Pokemon, we find a lady in there saying their boyfriend has gone missing, and the last she saw of him was Amethyst Cave. Yeah, I found him. He's getting bullied by a Solrock. All right, gym time. We go up to the gym area, and we run into a woman named Alita. She explains that the sensei of the village, who is also the gym leader, hasn't been seeing people for a while, barricading himself from basically everyone. After talking with Alita, she says that tomorrow she's going to confront the sensei, Keto, with me. Don't know what took you so long to do that, but sure. Keto will give us a chance, but he wants to talk to us privately. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, Keto's being all depressed and he won't help us until he gets the Soul Stone. Alright, let me... Oh. Yeah. Boring. Just let me fight him. Okay, this isn't normal Keto. This will be an intense mode. So Keto's got some shit. Remember that the level cap at this point is 25. Okay? Cool. So, some of the gyms in this game are double battles. This one included. And he starts with a Breloom and Hariyama. 25. Oh shit, I gotta explain the field. A good chunk of moves have turned part grass, including his signature move, Gale Strike, which will always crit if you're below 50%. So it's brine, but not. Another one of the moves that have been changed is Air Cutter, so more than half of his Pokemon are now neutral to it. Second gym, by the way. Those are the only ones that matter, so let's get into the fight. Oh, and one more thing. This will be a thing for the rest of the run, but since we switch into intense mode, neither of us are able to use items in battle. Let's get on with it, huh? I lead with Mustard and Woodwind. Mustard has Inner Focus, so Hariyama is going to use Fake Out on Woodwind, and Breloom is going to Spore Mustard, so I immediately switch into Sporky. Next turn, I Extrasensory Breloom, killing it, and Sporky lives on a Sliver. He sends out Hitmontop and uses Brutal Swing, killing Sporky and heavily damages Woodwind, but the Oranberry heals it above half, so the Gale Strike doesn't crit. It uses Extrasensory and gets rid of Hitmontop's Papaya Berry. And in comes in Mustard again. He targets Hitmontop with a Psybeam, putting him on death's doorstep, but Woodwind can't finish the job and dies. Delpho comes in, outspeeds and kills Hitmontop, while Mustard puts a dent in Hariyama, and he sends in his shiny Lucario. It Rock Slides and takes out my Delpho, but Mustard hangs on and kills Hariyama. He sends out Pignite, and I send out the new and improved Chico. I pull a ballsy as fuck move and attract the Lucario, and it gets immobilized. Pignite hits Chico with Fire Punch and burns. It doesn't matter. Mustard puts it down to half. We kill the Pignite, and Lucario gets immobilized again, and then Keta sends out his last Pokemon, Hakamo'o. Chico uses Heart Stamp on Hakamo'o and flinches it. Attracts broken? Attracts broken? Yo. Oh my god. I'm cracked at this game. I'm cracked at this game, dude. I'm too good. I'm too good. I'm just too good at the game. I'm just too good at the game.
You're a good cheater.
I'm too good at the game. Oh shit, the whole village showed up. The leader gathered them all here as proof that people care about Keta. Alita, don't follow me. Well, he never said I couldn't, and I still need my fucking badge, dude. What? Turns out there's a whole ass volcano, like cave, inside of Sheridan. Oh, Matalis is involved, huh? Wait, how did Keta get past you? Yeah, figures. Naughty children that misbehave are sent to the bunker for their crimes, bro, huh? That's a Shadow Mewtwo. You broke my shag machine. Of course you did. No. Of course you did. Okay, why wouldn't you? He's just... You're gonna die. Keta tells us to go destroy the generator, and turns out it's a Rift Volcanion. Trust me, it is way easier than it sounds. Oh hey, Crescent. While I was out of it, Alita and the eldest had figured out how to purify Shadow Pokemon. The only one that I can get that matters is Beldum. But as you can probably imagine, that's not until way fucking later. Speaking of Shadow Pokemon, the eldest knows where we can find someone that can fix my shag machine. Saki. She's apparently in Akuba Town right now. I'll start heading that way then. Oh, what's this? Gee, can you hear me? What? He never gave me his badge! I have to beat up his ghost to get it. It's a piece of metal. It's not that hard. Okay, but seriously, this is, without a doubt in my mind, one of the hardest fights in the entire game. We're still at the level cap, by the way. We're still at 25. Keep that in mind. We're still at 25. He's got a Stealth Rock Gabite, Chesto Resto Lapras, a Leftovers Gallade, a Drought Ninetales, an Eviolite Roselia, and a Greb. He's not there. Oh, and all of his Pokemon have 31 IVs. Basically all major battles do after this point, but you know, I thought I'd mention it. If I have to beat this, I had to prepare, I had to study, and I had to train. I apologize in advance for having no animations for this fight. This genuinely took me so long to do that it would just be faster to turn him off. I start with Roggenrola. While Keta sets up Stealth Rocks, I set up Fire Spin. Spin back and forth and he goes down, and so do I to his Roselia. I send in Woodwind here and Extrasensory, and it goes for Sleep Powder. I need one of 4 things to happen. A crit, a flinch, Roselia to miss, or to wake up turn 1, and I get the flinch. I outspeed, so bye-bye Roselia. Keta sends in his shiny Ninetales and Flame Burst, which goes for a little more than half. At this point, I just use Yawn and die. And then I send in Soul and hit as many rock slides as the game will let me, and thankfully it didn't wake up. He then sends in Tessie the Lapras, who I immediately Hypnosis to get rid of its berry, and barely live a 2-shot and Hypnosis again. And after Soul sadly goes down, but I have a backup in Sporky. Thankfully, Sporky has thick fat, so it can live more hits than anyone on the team. And after a lot of back and forth, Tessie goes down. And in comes the biggest threat on his team, a level 26 Gallade. He's got it all. 2 stab moves, fairy coverage and poison sweep, and priority and shadow sneak. At this point, all my planning's paying off. I send in Mrs. Mime and go for a Reflect. It does have Brick Break, but why would he waste a turn using a fighting type move on a fairy psychic? So he doesn't. See, at this point, Mrs. Mime just dies, and in comes my last Pokemon. Not you. I ran into her while preparing and just forgot about it being a psychic type. It comes in at 2 shots to Glade, only being able to live because of the last turn of Reflect. And finally, Larvesta. At this point, I'm on my knees. I just need to outspeed and one-shot it. Otherwise, all the prep I did was for nothing. I hit Air Slash, and that's game. Jesus, why is your spirit so much stronger than your actual self? Okay, before going on with the story, since I have that badge, I got a couple of things to do. One being grab an Elgium from a side quest I forgot about. Then I trade an Igglybuff for a Smoochum that can now evolve into a Jinx, and God, this thing is what the... And finally grab myself a Gothita by beating Crescent's Gothitelle. Or just a random shiny Gothitelle? I don't know. I got a shiny one now too. We go ahead and meet up with Alita, and she points us to the news. Some ghost-like trees have been appearing all around East Giron, and she wants to know what the fuck is going on. Might as well go too. Yeah, it's not like I got a broken shag machine and can have a Mewtwo right now. No, it's okay. Let's go deal with the fucking ghost trees. Alright, whatever's happening, it's going on in the sewers. We find Phenom down there, and she's with a couple of her friends in this huge-ass courtyard that's just supposed to be a storage room. Immediately, one of them wants to battle. I'm sorry, have we met? This game's goated. We find a key for one gate, and I just open the other from the outside, and bam! We're staring down the manor. Phenom spots an open window, and immediately we are breaking and entering. Because we have fucking plot armor, we're saved by a woman named Marionette. We follow her, and she's shocked by our determination, but wants to help because of it. She says that she's going to help us confront the owner of the mansion, and her father, Indriat. Marionette proposes that we play a sort of game for each person's soul, and she throws her soul in to match the pot, to which Indriat agrees. We start by finding a maze, and a sign that says to follow the red ivy. After a lot of running around, we get to the end and have to fight the Dust Noir that was stopping us from just exploring, and after beating it, we go free one of the trapped souls. Now there's another puzzle, which was honestly quite easy. Marionette starts questioning why her father is so evil as well, and now the third one where he's drowning me. What? She frees us and explains that the only reason she was initially helping us was to get out herself. Nothing but a selfish act. I was literally about to drown. You think I'm just gonna say no? Since we freed the souls that were initially stolen, Indriat shows up and pulls a fast one. Since Marionette used her soul as an ante, we now have to save hers in the form of a gym battle? I guess I'll start prepping. Apparently it's getting really bad up in East Giron, but Alita leaves behind some stuff before evacuating. Alita leaves. It's such fucking whiplash to go from Keta, one of the hardest fights in the entire game, to a gym that only need 2 Pokemon to beat. Seriously, I start the game with Not You and use Ominous Wind. Even though it doesn't hit Lopunny, it changes the field. The only thing you need to know about it is it makes Ghost-type moves hit normal types super effectively, and then it makes Ominous Wind boost a 20% chance instead of a 10%. You could probably guess what I did. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, Route 3. There's a gate stopping us from entering the next town, but there was someone in a tent that might know something about it. Oh, it's Ren! He doesn't trust us in the next town, Golden Leaf, because everyone there is just an asshole or something. But to prove our strength, Alita proposes that me and her fight, and of course she gets fucking mopped. Ren agrees that we are strong enough and gives us the code to the gate. The moment we walk in, the child is getting her ass beat. Cool. We group back at the Pokemon Center to spend the night, and then Ghost! That sounded so stupid. I'm keeping that in. Bro, of course it's you. After beating him up, we go check in on Alita, who is against some guy named Gira. He admits to sending the quote-unquote ghosts on the people here, which means he's part of Team Zen, which means bad guy must go. He's heading to Wispy Tower. Narcissa shows up and, oh shit!
I can explain.
They're fine, but I'm not. Her and her group corner me and try to kill me by beating up my You know, this sounded really dumb when I say it out loud, huh? The kid from earlier comes in and says that I was set up. Why would I knock out my own friends? What would be the point? You're dumb. Well, last thing Gira said is he'd be at Wispy Tower, so might as well head over there. Well, that's new. Turns out there's some sort of underground base here with a bunch of Zen members, and also Narcissa shows up. Couple passwords later, there's some kind of explosion thing, and we go find Ellie and Sharon stalling for whoever's inside. After they're dealt with in honestly a pretty damn hard fight because they got a Hodgecrow and Miss Magius, we meet Ren, who is already in there fighting Gira, and it shows us this. Oh, hey, no, I ain't doing this shit. No, I quit. Shadowsea kills every one of my mons. What do you want from me? After getting. Oh, what the fuck? That. I noticed that the field was short-circuited, which means Flash works twice as well because it's dark. So, yeah, it misses everything. After Narcissa deflects Giratina's attacks with her fan, Ren heals my team and then I have to fight Gira one-on-one. We beat him up and then he gets put somewhere. And afterwards, we have dinner at Narcissa's place. Well, there's nothing else to do now but the gym. Ren wants to go first and will fight us over it. I'm lying about what's happening right now, but it would take more time to explain than for me to just say he's butthurt, which is still true. This fight is really hard, and the gym is immediately after, so I'm just gonna explain the field now. Just to start, all ghost type moves deal 1.5 times damage and are super effective against normal types. Flash gets rid of the field for like 3 turns. I'll use it like once on Meowstic. This is the field that it changed to during the 3rd gym, so Ominous Wind has a 20% boost back. Only issue is I ain't got a good time to set it up like last time. Also, Flame Burst is more powerful and half ghost. Ren has an Arcanine and Narcissa has a Chandelure, but I'm just getting ahead of myself now, aren't I? Hypnosis is a 90% chance of hitting on this field, but it might as well be 100. Nightshade does extra damage, and the seed for this field raises both defenses by 1, but burns the user. You're probably asking, what are seeds? And to that I say, fuck you, I hate you! That's stupid, why did I write that? There are 4 seeds. Telluric, Elemental, Magical, and Synthetic. Every field has 1 seed that'll do something for it. If you send out a Pokemon that has a specific seed for the field, an effect will happen depending on the field. And this one is what I said earlier. I think those are the only ones that matter, so let's go, Ren. He leads with Corviknight, and I lead with Delpho. I outspeed him Mystical Fire, putting it in 2-shot range and stealing its Light Clay, to which it Light Screens, cutting off 3 turns of it basically for free. Since it has Light Screen up now, Mystical Fire won't kill it, and it U-turns at the Cacturn. Knowing it's gonna Sucker Punch, I hard switch into Chico and Attract, Calm Mind, Air Slash. Thankfully, my Chico has Simple, so Calm Mind's effect is doubled. He sends in his Arcanine, who has a Seed, so it's +1 to defenses. I can't 2-shot it, but I get 1 lucky flinch before kicking the bucket. Oh, wait! I send in Delpho to kill it, to which he sends out his Greninja. Yeah, this thing got Protean too, he a beast. I hard switch in Trolla and eat his Water Pledge. I use Fake Out, set up Light Screen, and nullify the field for a bit before getting taken out. I send in Mustard in at this point, hoping that Psybeam could do enough, and after seeing it can't, I Hypnosis, and that would happen, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. I send in Sporky, and he hard switches to Sableye. Oh, not you again! Yeah, I can't do shit to this thing with Sporky. I get into range that he'll recover, and hard switch not you. Oh, it's gonna happen again, isn't it? He sends in Gren and a Water Shuriken, barely not killing me. Corviknight's an easy 1-shot, and don't do that, don't give me hope. Don't do that, don't give me hope! I outspeed him 1-shot the Scyther. That's game. Ren gives up. He acknowledges that I'm the better trainer, heals my Pokemon, and goes to take a seat. Alright, so when it comes to gyms, I don't normally record like 100% of the footage, right? I almost never record prep for it, and some of the gyms I don't record part of the fight. But combining all the footage that I have, I shit you not, took more than 12 hours. Oh, I need to burp again. This is probably going to be the hardest gym in the entire run, and Girafarig, my 1 normal type, won't even work because of the field. I can't sweep it because she has 2 Shadow Sneak Pokemon, but I'm not beating her through power alone because she has the upper hand 100% of the time. But eventually, I did get 1 good run. No shit, I forgot to explain what she does. Her signature move is Spectral Scream, a 65 base power special ghost move that'll randomly give a +1 to defenses or special defense. Oh, and animations are off again. I lead with Mrs. Mime and she leads with Driftblow. It has the seed, so it's +1, burned, but it has Unburden, so its speed is literally doubled, and the match hasn't even started. It goes for Hypnosis, but I have a Chesto, so it doesn't work, and I go for Psybeam. Doesn't do much, and it just puts me to sleep again. I changed my Mrs. Mime's ability to soundproof so that Spectral Scream won't work, because, you know, Scream. It uses Thunderbolt again, and I Encore. Get taken out, go into Roggenrola, and Rock Slide. She sends out Chandelure, and Roggenrola goes down. I send in Trolla. Flash turn 1, Light Screen turn 2, Flash turn 3, and die. I send out Not You afterwards, and Ominous Wind and get a boost. It misses. I take it out and get another boost. Narcissa sends an avian Mismagius. You gotta know nothing about it other than it has a focus sash and I flinch it with air slash, so it dies, getting a boost off of killing it. Starting to see why it took so long? Being scared out of my mind from this Eviolite Dusclops, I quite literally pull out a damage calculator to see if it would kill, and it doesn't! I go for an air slash, hoping I can get a flinch, and I don't, but it's okay, because I heal a bit from my Citrus Berry. Mimikyu comes out, one of the 2 Shadow Sneak mods. Since I'm currently +3 in literally everything, it knows it can't kill with Shadow Sneak, but it's still safe because of Disguise. I get an air slash flinch. At this point, I don't know if I could have been in the gym even if something like that didn't happen. It Shadow Sneaks as a last ditch effort, which does a good chunk, but not enough. I kill it with Ominous Wind and get 1 more boost. Her last and final Shadow Sneak Pokemon, Spiritomb. It uses it and I get taken out. But I still have 2 more Mons in the back. I send out Delphode, and the seed that it has pops. I use Mystical Fire, lowering its special attack, and stealing its berry because of Magician. Send back and forth, and now it's in the red, but Delphode gets taken out. Come on, Spooky, please. Please, dude, please. Yippee! That's game. Give me my fucking badge. Narcissa lets us onto Route 4. Ren fucks off, and God, finally. Route 4, here we go. We actually meet Nim on the route, and find a guy named Cairo, who tells us about these raid dens. I quickly grab a Slowsus from one, but there's nothing else here really. After getting through the route, Nim shows up again. She warns us about Akuwa Town. Apparently Team Zen got there much earlier and took everyone there but her. Alita insists that me and her have fought off Team Zen multiple times and we can take them out, but Nim doesn't believe us and wants to test that strength.
She's pissed. She's looking at my whole team. It's like, you got 5 Chesto berries? You fucking ass.
Bit of a ghost town too. A couple buildings later and, yeah, how about we don't... Is this worth it? Well, now we're in prison. And hey, it's the guy that sunk the ship. Neved's the name, and yeah, away we go. Funnily enough, the person next to our cell is Saki, who introduced us to our friends, Adam and Valerie. While here, our Pokemon only work in limited areas because of these sigils. If we gotta get out of here, we gotta fuck with them. We roll up to one, Saki puts in a code, and... wait! Hey, bud. We meet back up with the posse and explain what's going on with the big old groundskeeper. When there, we learn Neved's keeping Alita in a personal cell, and that's about all the info we got out of him. Time to clock out. We get out of bed, and Saki runs to us saying someone washed up here by accident. Emma, huh? We go meet Valerie at the arena, and she actually lost to the new girl. Kind of a nothing day. Wrap it up. Another day, another greeting from Saki. I love Pokemon. She's got some kind of secret in-store hidden in the library. On the way up, we run into Valerie and Emma. Valerie calls her out on the rumor of working for the warden, and it's true. She is. Emma completely stonewalls her and is super adamant on us joining the tournament taking place here for a prestige room for the night. Whatever, might as well do some battling. There goes 1, there goes 2, and we beat Emma, making that 3. Making that prestige room mine. Underneath the candelabra in the prestige room. Okay. Valerie tells us about a secret area that they have and for me to pull up. Oh, is that a talking Braixen?
Bang.
It's got a chip in its ear that lets us talk through thoughts. The conversation of the sigils get brought back up again. There's one that malfunctioned near the area, actually, and Saki goes to distract the guard that's protecting it. Tell that to my bony Japanese ass. This game is something, man. So, 2 things. The sigils are a chain, and there's a main hub for them somewhere, and the only thing you can change from them individually is how strong the frequency the Pokemon will go numb in their head. Speaking of which, Braixen gotta go, so we call it and have some dinner. I mean, we'll take it the usual, but I got my luxury. Oh yeah, the thing Emma said, remove the 3rd book from the bottom. You know, normally the scene is really emotional, but I mean, the ship sunk, that checks out. Wait, I wake up on my cell? There's a note from Saki saying to meet in the secret spot, and Emma found her way back there. She tells us everything. She's a double agent, only working with Neved for info. Her goal is to get everyone off the island, and she found a big-ass ship to do it with. It needs a key to work, though, and she assumes Neved has it. She also walked in on him electrocuting Alita. We spend the rest of the day... We spend the rest of the day devising a plan to get out of here. Valerie wins the prestige room, and at night sneaks Saki and Braixen up there. They'll go to the back room and wait for Adam to mine as many ores as he can. As soon as the cart has 40 ores, it will be sent out, which lets Valerie and the gang get to the sigil computer room. As soon as Emma gives the signal, they'll turn them off, and she'll grab the key to the ship from Neved, and I just sit in my cell. Emma rushes to me saying that the plan's off. Madame X is here. Oh, come on, she can't be that bad. Emma, is that guy gonna do something? I guess not. Emma said something about Valerie not responding, so we go check on the sigils, and yep, that'll do it. Oh, hey, Mom. She's taking on one while I take on the other. Alright, good news. Everyone here is safe. That's pretty good. Bad news. Madame X is here. We gotta get the key and get out of here. The key's a fake. Oh, motherfucker. We gotta go get it. Oh, Alita? She's actually fine. Neved. We're getting that key one way or another. Give me that. Hi. Yeah, Melia? What is going on? Oh my... Who? Nim? What are you... Oh my god, we gotta go. We just gotta go. All aboard! After a couple more days at sea, we finally reach land, but a massive fog cuts in. Saki gets flung, and we were instantly instigated for being Zen members, because we came out here on a Zen boat. Hey, Sam? What's up, Alex? What's the code for a ship appearing out of thin air and crashing along the shore? Huh? Oh, that's a code orange. Ah, I see. A code orange. Hey, Sam? Yeah? Code orange. Thankfully, Valerie has her league trainer ID saying she's a gym leader. Oh yeah, Saki, Valerie, and Adam are all gym leaders here. Alex and Sam are letting us stay at the village while a search party is sent out for Saki, because, you know, she got flung. But we can't get to the village because there's an invasive carnivine blocking the path, so we gotta go around it. We gotta surf to get through, but me and Alita can't use it. Valerie's pre-marina could carry one person, but no more. I mean, there's 2 gym leaders here, and I'm 1 badge off, so I might as well fight one of them. Apparently, I'm pretty close to Valerie's level, so Valerie it is. Okay, so when originally coming up with this challenge, I anticipated this gym to be the hardest by far, and the point where I was like, yeah, I'm scrapping this. But this gym turned out to be one of the easier ones, actually, which, I mean, very welcome surprise considering the last gym. I don't know why I didn't expect the ghost one to be the hardest. That was not a good call by me. The field for this gym is the water surface, which will basically act as a scapegoat for rain. Swift swim, hydration, water moves, it's just rain. It's just rain. All electric type moves conduct with the water, so they become stronger, but they become half water. Also, Aqua Ring heals for an 1/8, and Whirlpool will always confuse on this field. The seed for this field also raises special defense by 1 and applies Aqua Ring. She has a signature move, but she doesn't use it. A good chunk of leaders don't. This isn't uncommon. Anyways, that's it. Me, you, Valerie, surf, now, go. She leads with Quillfish, and I lead with Eclipse. It waterfalls, but I live and Psychic back and it dies. She goes into Floatzel and Aqua Jets, to which I send out Embryo, and it lives a stab, field boosted, Life Orb waterfall. This thing is nuts. It psychics back and kills it. She sends out her lantern and its seed pops, and I hard switch misses mine. At this point, I try to set up a light screen for Chico, but it hits itself confusion. It's whatever. I attract, set up my Calm Minds, and kill it after getting a special defense drop from Shadow Ball. Tentacruel comes in, and its seed pops. It don't matter though, because I got a crit. I air slash the Primarina, and it somehow lives and kills Chico, but he's done more than enough at this point. I send in Celine and take a hit, and Primarina goes down. Then her last Pokemon, Wishcash. And at this point, I was really struggling on figuring out how to get rid of this thing. It has a crest which gives it Sap Sipper in addition to its normal ability Hydration. Crests are held items that give buffs to typically bad Pokemon. It's got Toxic and Rest, and Hydration gets rid of its sleep from Rest. So I have to kill this thing super fast. Celine gets outsped and dies, but I bring back in Embryo. It got healed a bit thanks to Endeavor, and Wishcash Whirlpools. Embryo breaks through the confusion, gets an Endeavor off, and dives to Whirlpool. I send in Not You, outspeed, and kill it. That's game. Dewdrop badge acquired. After training with the team, we start making our way to Kokori Village, getting Surf from Melia, and now we can actually use it. Yeah, that Carnivine is still making things difficult. On our way there, we actually corner it, but suddenly Nim starts acting all weird. Are you good? Well, that answers my question. I realize in the footage it's hard to tell, but she's been turned to stone here, and Gira wants its run back. Okay, his Crocodile has a Z move. It's been 5 gyms. Alright. My god, that was a Life Orb boosted stab Shadow Ball. Jesus Christ. Nah, honestly, I'd be pissed too. Zeta makes a dimensional rift and puts Carnivine in it, so I guess I gotta deal with that now. There's a healing station at PC here. How convenient. We get out of there and the vines start disappearing. Melly explains what went down while I was in there dealing with the Carnivine. They took Nim, and if we want him back, we gotta go to the summit of a place called Valor Mountain and trade Melia for her. Regardless, Kokori Village is just up ahead. We almost get kicked out, but thankfully the village captain Crawley recognizes Melia. Should be able to guess he's the bug type gym leader. Nyashy. Before talking with Crawley about what to do about the situation, Melia and I have a heart-to-heart. Hey, by the way, small question. Just really small. It's gonna be quick. How are you alive? On the way to Valor Mountain, we run into Zeta, trying to stop us from going to it. Of course, he ain't successful, and we do beat him, but turns out that wasn't the point. To actually traverse it, we'll need the 3 spiritual stones, I mean Chaos Emeralds, I mean relics, that he's hidden around the island in specific areas. why? We need prep time too. You know, that is the most honest answer I could have gotten. We'll also need to find a way to cross magma. After daybreak, Melia meets up with us, and there's some loud-ass music coming from the room down the hall, and turns out it's Venom, who's here for whatever reason. One of the rangers butts in and says they found a location on one of the relics, so we go pick it up from Crawley's dad, Roram. Speaking of, Crawley ain't here, so that badge will have to wait a while. Before leaving, Roram gets paged from Crawley requesting backup in Sheridan Wetlands. Apparently it's a cove behind the mainland of Sheridan. After traversing the wetlands, we find some kind of laboratory hidden away ran by Team Zen and Ren's working with them now. Good. Melia tries to take the teleporter Ren took, but of course it fails, so we gotta go the long way around, picking up Thunderwave on the way. Huge. Now we gotta fight him as he solves for Nastasia?
Nastasia.
That one. In the 20 seconds it took us to run after him, Nastasia already beat Crawley. Alright, damn. Go ahead. You earned it, honestly. On the way back to the village, Crawley is actually free for a battle, so might as well get it over with. No, he was not nearly as bad as Narcissa. For some reason, there's permanent rain in this room. I guess they gotta do something to buff the bugs, huh? And the field is actually the same one that Keta used, so Air Slash is not part grass. I said Air Cutter last time. I think they both are. Who cares? And just like Keta, this fight will also be a double battle. Special hitting bug type moves get a boost in power. The ability Swarm is always active, and the C for this field boosts attacks by 1 and gives Spiky Shield for a turn, making it so you won't be able to do anything to that mon for a turn. His signature move is Barbed Wire, a 60 base power physical bug type move that hits both enemy Pokemon that, if Sticky Web is on the field, sets up spikes. Also, Sticky Web's effect is doubled on this field. It's a lot, but they're still bug types, so they kinda need it. I lead with Roggenrola and Trolla, and he leads with Galvantula and Araquanid, and both my Roggenrola and Araquanid seed pops. I may need to switch out Trolla to Xanax. Oh, wait, a different Xatu? Why? Why did I name it Xanax? That's a pretty good name, though. Galvantula sets up Light Screen. Roggenrola Rock Slides, putting Galvantula at 1, but he doesn't die because he has a Focus Sash. Araquanid Sticky Webs, and oh, that's the good shit. Maybe that's why I named it Xanax. Oh, you have Quick Attack too? Xanax takes out Galvantula, while Roggenrola takes out Araquanid. He sends out Scizor and Armaldo, and Scizor's seed pops, but they both get humbled by Sticky Web. Roggenrola dies in one bullet punch, Xanax confuses Armaldo, and it hits itself. Trolla comes back in and fake outs the Scizor, and Xanax air slashes the Armaldo, flinching it. Trolla thunderwaves the Armaldo before getting bullet punched, and air slash flinches Armaldo again. This Armaldo is getting bullied. I swear I didn't need all this. His last turn of Light Screen wore off, so I send in Delpho and Flamethrower the Scizor, and finally take out the Armaldo. He sends out his last two Pokemon, Ariados and Heracross. Before Xanax can do anything, he gets hit by a Shadow Sneak from Ariados, and Delpho Flamethrowers the Heracross, and it lives a Rock Slide. I send in Chico, Flamethrower the Heracross, and Psychic the Ariados. And that's game, with one Pokemon to spare. Infested Badge acquired. Before kicking us out of here, he shows us the door to Valor Mountain he mentioned a while back. Apparently the room is filled with magma, so it won't open. Well, at least I know it's there now. Walking outside, we find Valerie and Melia congratulate me on the win, and get a notification that Saki is live? She's plugging her Twitch while being completely stranded, huh? Grind never stops. She cuts out before we can get any news on how or where she is, but she's still breathing, so that's good enough now, ain't it? Stepping into the new route, we find a place called Aquamarine Cave, where Saki is, and she is attacking us with Sharpedo. I'm gonna be real, I don't got nothing, just get it out of your system, I guess. The area we are going to is called Telia Resort, where there's a gym and a relic to get into Valor Mountain. Looking around, we run into Tesla again. Well, she has the relic, but the gym leader, her daughter, got into an argument with her earlier and stormed off into Amethyst Cave. We find her lying in a bed and tells us to fuck off. Word for word. She says she'll agree on giving us the relic if we can find a CD for her that a gym leader from Giran has. So Venom, go kick her ass. While down here, a poster appears, and apparently it's from Angie, a woman in Crystalline Town. She's been slowly causing problems, and it's starting to become an issue. Regardless, we group back at Tesla's place, and her daughter, Amber, says she can't give us our shit yet because she's hosting an annual cook-off here in Telia Resort, and she forgot to advertise it. We keep bugging her about it, and she says that she'll agree if we multi-battle. Me and Melia versus Saki and Venom. I get the relic, but no gym battle. Baby steps, I guess. Thankfully, Tesla offers room for us to stay overnight, but there's not enough for everyone, so I get the guest room in her place. Well, hello there. Now Amber is held hostage, and we need to bring Melia to her instead of to Valor Mountain. While nobody was looking, she somehow spiked the main dish of the cook-off, so she kinda gets away with this one. After everyone recovers, a letter just kinda appears, telling me, Melia, and Venom to go to the Isle of Angels in Crystalline Town, where she has a badge and relic right for the picking. Kind of forcing us to go, because they have the Rangers Alex and Sam. Being clear, we need to go immediately. We step into her church-looking place, and she starts reading from some book talking about Venom and Melia's desires and beliefs. Okay, weirdo, what's next? The crystal ball comes out? You're gonna send one of them to God? Gonna put a quarter from behind her ear? I mean, I have one if you want to try. You're trying to kill someone as a sacrifice to some god, and I can't even use fly yet. Okay. We beat the two maids, and they just kind of... Oh, God. Gotta go get Melia before that happens to her. We're a bit too late to stop it, but she breaks free of it. This is a Pokemon game, huh? This is, yep, Pokemon Rejuv. It's the line. It says Pokemon. She's passed out on the next floor, and... Do you really think this is quite the situation to be having a gym battle? Okay. Ice-type's kind of a weak type. How can we buff it? Make permanent heal. Okay, that's good. How about we give Golden Blizzard and a Slush Rushmon? Okay, maybe that's a bit overboard. Also, it will be a double battle. Is that all? Oh, and the player can't use Trick Room even though they have a Pokemon with the move. Okay. Field is the frozen dimensional field. Ice type moves get a boost, and dark type moves get a small boost. Fire type moves become 0.5 times, so basically neutral. Hail does more chip damage, and the seed for this field boosts speed by 2, but torments the user, so they can't use the same move twice in a row. And their signature move is Cold Truth, a 95 base power special ice type move that hits both Pokemon, then inflicts torment. Also, animations are off again. This one took a while. She leads with Mamoswine and Rotom, and I lead with, come on, and Troller. Both her Mamoswine and my Bruxus just seed pops. Troller fakes out the Rotom, and Bruxus one-shots the Mamo, and she brings out Ninetales and its seed pops. Troller Thunderwaves the Ninetales, and it gets paralyzed, and then Bruxus Psychic Fangs the Ninetales. I send out Troller for Delpho and crunch the Rotom. Ninetales gets paralyzed again, and Rotom kills it with Discharge. Thanks, man, you're a team player. She sends in Baratic, and I send in Troller. It fake outs the Baratic, and Delpho takes out the Rotom, to which she sends out Walrein. Troller gets a Thunderwave on Baratic before getting smoked by Rock Slide, and then I send in Pepperoni and Roggenrola. Pepperoni discharges, and Roggenrola Rock Slides, flinching the Walrein and taking out the Baratic. She sends in her last Pokemon, Glaceon, who has a crest that makes it so now she resists rock and fighting type moves. My Pokemon kill the Walrein and have some fun with Glaceon before they get taken out, and I send out my last Pokemon, Buffet. It lives a Cold Truth and Mirror Codes. That's game. After beating her, Angie snaps and we make a break for it. Hi, sorry, who are you? You know what, you won me over. Turns out this is Kreese, the original Ice-type gym leader. Angie trapped him here and letting her guard down to kill us let him escape. He gives us a badge and a relic for dealing with Angie, and we start making our way back to the resort. Returning to the resort, Melia is sitting in bed sick. She needs meds, but we still need to focus on Nim being in Valor Mountain. But the store that has the move to deal with it, Magma Drift, got frozen over. Valerie is gonna go look out for medicine, but briefly remembers reading something about Regice and how it can create Nevermelt Ice. Maybe learning about how it's created can help us get rid of it, so the library it is. As soon as we get there, Alita shows up, talking about how she beat Crawley and got her first badge. Man, now is not the time. A woman named Reyna overhears us talking about Regice and says there's a folktale about how a princess's heart was frozen shut and a prince came in with a Heatran and something called a Magma Stone and melted the ice. Okay, the story is stupid, but the Magma Stone is actually real. Wait, your Ren's sister? Oh, about that. She runs off before we can tell her. She'll learn eventually. The Magma Stone will appear where there's, well, magma, and the only place that Alita knows that there's magma is in Korotos. So we head over there, and, curious. Since Keta kinda sorta died, they had to recruit a new sensei, and they chose a, not very good one. His name is Texan. He only took the job for, quote, money, girls, and awesome parties. Whatever, we're going to Korotos. Dude, why? Fine, we challenge him for it. We win, the ban is lifted. We lose, we are banned from the village outright. What do you think happens? Interesting. If there's lava here, that means Korotos is... Yep, she's already on it. Going to a deeper part of Korotos, we find... They know the Magma Stone is here. Whoever gets it first gets it. To the victor goes the spoils. After a couple puzzles later that took embarrassingly long, we catch up to the Angie Come Home party, and they've been behind this huge locked door this whole time, but are having some kind of trouble inside. We can't get in, however. It's locked with something called Garufin magic. Only someone with Garufin culture would be able to open it. Hey, so you're old. When we get back, a Zen member shows up. Apparently, he lives here. This boy Tommen actually knows how to open the big-ass door. We just needed at least one person on both weights to open the door. All right, here we go. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, okay, chill. Here's your rock. Hey, that ain't normal. Ooh, convenient. Alita's soul has been sealed off by a Garufin curse. Fuck if anyone knows about that, but the eldest is insisting that we return to our friends, so... Hey guys, Phenom got tricked and an unwell Melia is now on her way to Valor Mountain. We don't have Magma Drift, and we can't get it because we don't have the Magma Stone, so the only other option would have to be the door at Crawley's place. Oh, hey, it actually works now. Turns out the conditions for the mountains have been met. Melia must be in there with the relics. Hi, do I know you? Oh, thanks. Curious. Turns out the main reason for kidnapping Amber wasn't so she could get Melia, it's so she could actually interact with Tesla. You are so dumb. Well, I have now been trapped. Guess I better head back. Oh, you nabbed magma. How did you even do that? The shop's frozen solid. What are you writing? You know what? It's helping us. It doesn't even matter. Thanks to Magma Drift, we were able to make our way through the rest of Valor Mountain, meeting Ellie and Sharon at the top. Now, normally I'd be like, oh, whatever, go on ahead. But Sharon's kind of struggling right now. Her and Ellie have failed mission after mission, and Team Zen's gonna, quote, decommission them. And she wants to go out on her own terms. You know, this is some shit you write in like a freshman year poem. It's such an over-exaggeration of, okay, now it's less funny. Oh wait, never mind, she's fine. Thanks, Saki. After Melia Zora big troll some grunts, we meet Zeta at the peak. Wait, no! So this is how you even the playing field. Well, I already beat a Groudon and Kyogre. What's a guarantee to raise the pot? Well, I mean, I already beat it. You know what? We beat it again. Yeah. We reach Zeta and Gira, and just as we're about to fight, Zeta gets blasted by a Zap Cannon. It's Professor Jenner! He's shooting all the guards too. He misses a shot on Gira, but when he tries to find him... Come on, get Nim! Get Nim! Wait, Nim was supposed to get snapped off from the start. As soon as the chains were to be reeled, it had a failsafe to snap. There was no saving her either. There's no point anymore. We should just defeat them once and for all. That, at least, will save a lot of people in the long run. So let's hurry up and just do this. I lost the footage. Just know that the Melia's Meganium won me the fight, unironically, and that's the only time a Meganium will ever be useful.
Meganium's cracked. Oh my god. That's so upsetting.
Okay, now to get on out of... Oh, shit! Do you even remember what happened to you, G? I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot again. You've died, G. Okay. Anyway, Crescent shows up. YouTube appears too. Wait, the Shadow one?
It should have been me, not him. It's not fair.
Lets the Giratina go, turns Zeta into a Solosis, whom she captures, and tells Gira to fuck off, sending him back to Zen HQ, and breaks the teleporter. Meeting Crescent again, she says there's a spiritual healer in Grand Dream City that can help with the Lita being in a coma, and she already sent Valerie and gang to go there. But in the meantime, Amber is hosting a party, and I can battle her there. Got nothing else to do. Okay, fire time. Honestly, throughout all my playthroughs, including this one, it's been on the easier side, and once again, history repeats itself. The field is the volcanic top field, which is the same one used in the Gira Zeta fight. Didn't explain it because, footage, so I'll do it here. Fire type moves get a small boost, and water type moves become neutral unless they're physical. Rock type moves become half fire, so that's another weakness gone. Every time a certain attack is used, the field will erupt, and at the end of the turn will do fire type stealth rock damage. Fire types are of course immune to this. Flash fire and blaze are always active. Thunder also always hits. The seed for this field boosts defense by 1 and applies Shell Trap, but nobody will be using it since none of her Pokemon have the seed. Her signature move is Fever Pitch, a 130 base power move with perfect accuracy and no downside. Excuse me?
Showtime!
I lead with Trolla and she leads with Delphox. I fake out and then go for a Light Screen, and it just about one-shots me with Fever Pitch, even though Light Screen, god damn. Being slower, I die the next turn and switch in Eclipse and go for a Mirror Coat, and since I have Light Screen, it works. Killing Delphox and sending in Rotom. Rotom comes in and rinse and repeat the same situation with Buffet, and in comes Infernape. A Life Orb one at that. I send in Monkey Mode. Infernape goes for close combat, but I live it. I go for Trick Room and... yeah, I can't prepare it. Currently, Bruxus is slower and can one-shot the rest of her Pokemon, so that's a clean victory. That's game. I did it! I won!
Top 10 times Lady 1, number 7.
That's what I'm saying. We meet up with Amber again and hear about a green fog appearing around West Gear, and Venom also runs in asking if either of us have seen Melia. Amber reluctantly agrees to look for her, searching Crystalline while me and Venom go back to ask the captain if he's seen Melia. He hasn't, but gets a call from Amber saying she asked Crawley about Melia, and Crawley saw her go to Route 5. And the only reason you'd go there would be for Valor Mountain. The only thing left there would be this huge door right before the peak, and turns out that's right. It's open and she's just standing there. Melia and Venom have a heart-to-heart for a while, and then she asks us to come with her. So, we're now half a century back in time. Okay, Google. Give me an excuse why we're in the past.
Connection terminated.
This is where Melia went from Amethyst Cave. She promises to tell us what's going on, but says that we should freshen up a bit. Fuck me, she hooked me up good. Okay, so the deal is that there's a calamity that's gonna occur in the future called Storm 9. Two people have stepped up, Spacia and Tiempa. to try to rewrite the future and prevent Storm 9. And to do that, they're bringing certain people from the present to the past in order to train for it. These people are referred to as Storm Chasers. Now, it's believed that Team Zen are trying to recreate Storm 9, which is why the Storm Chasers exist in the first place. It's a preventable thing. The reason Melia is still alive is because she was recruited as a Storm Chaser. Of course, they couldn't have anyone else knowing that Melia just vanished, so they faked her death. Crescent was the one who brought up the idea and planted the Galvantula too. After that huge ass dump of info, we go meet up with the only other Storm Chaser here, Cannon. He says hi, but really wants to go see Melia, who has gone off to go work at a restaurant. Sounds like a good idea to Venom, so we might as well stop by for some food. Cannon's also here and yeah, he starts shit for no reason. Me and Venom fight him, and yeah, that sure is a level 75 Salamence with Rock Slide. Also, when did you get a Charizard? Oh, it's Tesla's. Why would you steal a Charizard? Melia hella kicks us out, but once out, Venom hears someone scream and a woman is being attacked by a shift tree. We fight him off and she offers to bake us something as a reward. Our house ain't far from here. What's the worst that could... That's the same place from the sewers. The one with Indriad? He captured all of us and tried to kill us. He tried to drown me. What is he doing here? It's strange though. He doesn't seem like a threat right now. He just kind of seems like a normal dad. What happened then? Regardless, we meet up with Venom and she's just as confused as I am. Everyone in there besides the strangely colored Gardevoir seems normal. I guess let's meet... police? The fuck are they doing here? Oh, they're with the Gardevoir. What's she planning? Sorry, she hired police to arrest Vitus and destroy the mansion? This is the Indriad guy from the past. His name is Vitus. Sleep now. We wake up to Venom telling us that Vitus' wife is dead. That's what the Gardevoir was prepping with the police. This is where Heisenberg was... This is a stupid bit. Wow. And now we got Ghost to worry about. Awesome. The Soulstone we have picked up her soul, but she tells us that the business is behind these doors. A couple puzzles and we're back there, and what in the fuck is that? You know, you would happen to open up a cold as soon as your wife dies, wouldn't you? That's just standard. This is a lot of shit that don't matter, so TLDR, Indriad ascends, his wife or something. Cannon is here now, and the Gardevoir gives him a nuclear bomb, and he tries to fight the Colt with his Salamence. Gardevoir just murks it, and someone else takes the bomb. Cannon is right outside, and he starts spouting some bullshit about someone in a mask saving him at the cost of his Salamence. Whatever. Let's just start making our way back to the city. For context, the maid inside the Colt took the bomb that Cannon tried to take, so, you know, no pressure. Oh. I'm going to fix this once again. This time, you'll need to do it right. Okay. So now we have a bomb. We don't worry about it right now though and go to bed. Next morning a note is left for me and Venom saying the explosive orb and cannon are in Westgearin and we have to get them back to prove ourselves. Yeah, you would pull that bullshit, wouldn't you? Westgearin it is. We run into the electric type gym leader there, Eric, who's being the gym leader in Saki's absence. I haven't seen Saki and crew in a while. Wonder how they've been. Wonder where it's from. Apparently Eric has seen Cannon. He went to the bottom floor and hasn't come back, so of course I gotta go down there and deal with it. Some boring super shit later, we find him. The orb he had was stolen by some monster. Well, we gotta find it, huh? Let's go I think I found it. Alright, so that monster is the Garbodor from the beginning of the game, but clearly something's up with it. It still has the bomb, so if they can't figure out what to do with it, tomorrow we're just gonna kill it. Afterwards, Melia gets interviewed about being, you know, dead, and we crash at Eric's place. And it's brought up that I've basically beaten everyone in this room except for Eric. Because of that, he wants to fight us. He is the gym leader, so we go do the... Oh, hey, it's Amanda. Been a while, but could you move?
How about you apply my
Put my nuts in your mouth. That's a good one.
I hate you.
Anyways, Eric. He's considered a pretty easy gym in comparison. With the Pokemon he has, he could easily been like the 6th gym, but he's the 9th, so it's not too bad all things considered. The field is the Murkwater surface field. Pokemon that aren't poison or steel type take a bit of poison damage every turn. Water type attacks become half poison and hit harder. Poison is stronger and electric is stronger. The seed for this field boosts speed by 1 and gives Aqua Ring, but poisons the user. Except the 2 Pokemon with seeds he has are steel, so no poison. That's kinda it really. The field don't help him too much, so let's see how it goes for him. He leads with Raichu and Electivire, and I lead with Trolla, and hey, look what I found. Trolla fake outs the Electivire, and Raichu goes for Discharge, which hits both of us, but makes Electivire stronger. I close combat it, and it dies. Out comes Togedemaru, and its seed pops. Trolla light screens, and I Shadow Sneak the Raichu. It then takes both of us out, but barely lives its Life Orb recoil. I bring out Jinx and Delpho, fake out the Togedemaru. Raichu dies to Life Orb, and Mystical Fire the Togedemaru. He then brings out Magnezone and Toxtricity. 2 gym leaders in a row with one, huh? Magnezone's seed pops, and Toxtricity Dynamaxes. Don't worry, it's functionally the same as a Mega, but yeah, they're gonna Mega now. Magnezone goes for Jinx, and Toxtricity tries to take out Delpho, but can't, so Delpho takes it out. I send in Celine, and he sends in his last mon, Oricorio, with a crest that gives it a passive Dragon Dance, but for special. I'm gonna need to pick that one up for mine. It takes out Delpho, and Magnezone Thunderbolts Celine, paralyzing it, and Celine psychics the Oricorio. I send in my last mon, Eclipse. They go for Celine, killing it, and Eclipse takes out Oricorio. A couple mirror codes later, and well, that's game. Amber and Eric get out of their hair, and as soon as they do, Karina flies in. She's one of the storm chasers that we had to persuade to get to West Giron. She's saying there's some stuff going down in Grand Dream. People are turning to statues. She wants us to go check it out. Let me check my agenda. Yeah, legendary, beat that. Time travel, that one's checked off. And yeah, no, sure, I'm free. Sure, Medusa, let's go. Me, Melee, Venom, and Cannon board the train to Grand Dream City. It's not a fast trip, so it'll take a while to get there, so me and Venom go explore the train, running into a woman named Crystal. Also, there's news on the Flying type gym leader being turned to stone, and Venom brings up a really good point. Why isn't anyone doing anything about it? This is some serious shit, dude. It makes me wonder where the champion is. Why aren't they helping? I mean, unless I missed something, we don't really know who the champion is, so no need to lose sleep over it. We take a rest and then meet up with Crystal again, who suddenly freaks out, tries to get to the conductor, and does that. It's not even surprising that she could do that. It feels like every other person we meet has some kind of power. The tracks are busted up, which means we're stuck for the time being. Actually, Crystal says GDC ain't far from here by foot, and of course the bridge is out. Oh, come on, this one is even worse. You could totally just jump that gap. Come on, back to the train it is. Stop by one tile. Yeah, they can't fix the tracks with what they have on hand, and since the bridge is out, nobody is coming to help us. There's a guy in the town nearby that can maybe mend the tracks. An old lady says he ain't here. He either went to Route 7 or Darchlight Woods. So Melly and Venom check the route while I go to the woods to find him. Oh, what are you doing? You don't see us. Yeah, okay, sure. Catching up with the 2 green beans. Course. Well, we're here now, and as I was saying, meet the green beans, Florin and Flora. And now Aaron, too, just napping. There's 3 split paths. So we go with Flora and confront her about sucking the life out of the forest, and yeah, she's part of Bladestar, another bad guy team. It's not Team Zen, they're just 2. Looks like Aaron and Flora went right on ahead. That's fine, we'll catch up with them eventually, and even though Flora is right here with me, the Bladestar grunts want to battle us on the way out. How awesome. Grunt after grunt after grunt after big grunt, we get out of the cave. Apparently, the entrance to this cave is not far from Route 7, so it ain't much of a journey back. Well, this is as good as time as any to let y'all. Flora is part of a criminal organization. Blah, blah, blah. Melly and Venom found the guy to fix the tracks, and since we got some free time, we might as well challenge Florin, the grass-type gym leader. Now, his gym is a good example of a gym where you should be prepared for at this point, and it's kind of just middle-of-the-road gym, which is what happened here.
I'm sorry, Gallade gets air slash?
Now let's go over to the field. First of all, just like the bug gym, there's permanent rain. Grass-type moves get a boost. Grounded grass-type Pokemon restore a little HP at the end of a turn. Nature Power, which is a mood I have not had to explain yet, changes with each field because it has not mattered up until now, is Dazzlingly. And the seed for the field gives +1 special defense and applies Ingrain. His signature move does not matter because none of his Pokemon use it. Let's get on into it. He leads with Ludicolo and Credillia, and I lead with Trolla, and that is the only time I'm going to be calling Malamar that. Credillia also has a seed, and it pops. I fake out the Ludicolo and superpower the Credillia, and I got contrary, so those minuses turn into pluses. And Credillia leech seeds Malamar. Trolla light screens, Ludicolo surfs, and Malamar goes for another superpower, taking out Credillia and sending in Rillaboom, and its seed pops. For some reason, Rillaboom uses fake out on Malamar and not Trolla, so I get a Thunder Wave on Ludicolo before we both die, sending out Obelisk and Jinx. I don't want to, listen, this was the in-game nickname that they gave because it was a trade, and I never changed it. Yeah, I didn't even read ahead in the script. That's literally what it says. Oh my god. It fake outs the Ludicolo before getting smoked by Rillaboom, and Obelisk gets up a Tailwind. Here comes the power plays. I send a Gallade and we both target Rillaboom, but air slash crits so I get some free damage on Ludicolo. Whimsicott comes out and Gallade wide guards. Whimsicott goes for Nature Power, which turns into Dazzling, so nothing. Obelisk air slashes Whimsicott and Ludicolo surfs, but again, wide guard, so nothing. Meganium next. is a crest that make allies take a little less damage and both teammates get a leftovers. That little less damage ain't enough for Ludicolo, so there it goes. And I Psycho Cut Meganium, critting, but with the healing it basically didn't matter. Tailwind goes away here and in comes Sceptile, which immediately Mega Evolves. It Giga Drains Obelisk and Gallade Close Combat Sceptile, getting another crit that, again, didn't matter, but it's pretty funny. Before getting put to sleep, and I send in Lois. Gallade gets smoked by Sceptile, Lois Hurricanes Sceptile, taking it out. Meganium goes for Nature Power, so Dazzling. Light Screen wears off, and I'll let this speak for itself. I need to hope 2 Hurricanes can kill it. Please. Okay, no, I can. Next turn, promise. Yes! Dog, please. Let's go! Well, now we got the Rose Badge and Energy Ball. Right after we finish, Phenom goes and shows us this. This thing looks very similar to the machine Saki made up in Valor Mountain. We never saw what happened after they fought Crescent, but I'm certain the machine didn't malfunction. She hasn't seen a machine of hers do that before. Speaking of Crescent, she apparently did something with Alita after she turned to stone. Whatever, the reason Aaron is here is to find Alita, so we go tell her she ain't here. She's actually been healed, and the healer is Aaron's grandpa. They both came out here to look at the broken machine that Saki made, got separated, and that's that. Aaron assumed Alita made it here. The train tracks have been fixed. Crystal gives us strength, gives her a ticket to Aaron, and we're off to GDC. Well, we're here. Grand Dream City. When stepping out of the train station, we bump into Rodea and HUGE. Rodea is an old friend of Melia in canon, and HUGE exists, and that's important. Him and Rodea are roommates. Catching up with one of them, we go run into a friend of Rodea, Risa Raider. She's here to sign up for the tournament that they hold every year. Any trainer that wins it immediately gets every badge and a one-way trip to the Elite Eight. That sounds great. Let's do that and get this over with. She took the last slide. Is there no justice? Well, we get back to where we're staying, and we have a little talk about what's going down with the whole people turning to stone situation. Rodea's got a hunch that it started with the disappearance of HUGE's sister, Rune. One day, she just vanished, and the only person that would be close enough to know anything about her would be Flora, which, bit of a roadblock there. A few weeks from now was when the Medusa situation started going on, the first victim being some random girl at the high school near here, Tanya. Next week, the Dark-type gym leader, Damien, which, thank God. But it's been a weekly occurrence, with the Flying-type leader Talon just being hit. Well, we'll figure it out eventually. Meanwhile, HUGE wants to meet the last person staying with us, Lavender, the Psychic-type gym leader. HUGE and his Flareon fight over a chicken sandwich, and Lavender says she feels partly responsible for Talon's situation, and wants to go to his penthouse to look for any leads on what may have happened. What do we have here? Dear Talon, thank you for coming to our show last week. We are pleased to inform you that you've won a free date with me, Nancy. That's the same name as my mom. Please meet me in Amber Park at exactly midnight. Remember to be alone, as this is a date solely between you and I. Don't be late. There's no way. I made the Medusa joke earlier, bro. Also, how do you fall for this? Bro, the singles in your area do better. Some Blade Star people pull up and we jump them. Those grunts found a note for the show at the Magnolia Theater, with Nancy being the start of it again. I mean, if it's in another room at this point, it's worth to check out. Alright, let's see what's going. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, the 2-for-1, okay. This guy stops us on the way out, who's actually Saki's brother-in-law. You're just some poor boy who couldn't afford to stand on the same sidewalk as me. Why don't you do something useful for once in your life? Let's start by throwing yourself over a bridge. Who knows? Let him defend himself at least. Jesus. Then she killed herself after knowing she failed to do anything significant with her worthless. Well, we meet up with everyone else at a cafe and explain what we found out about Talon when a journalist walks up and wants to get her input on the situation. She looks very similar to Valerie. Wait, no, yeah, she is Valerie. What's going on here? She don't recognize us? She hit her head or something. No, this is Valerie.
I'm about to have a fucking stroke. I'm serious.
Well, let's back it up for the day, I guess. By the way, do you know you fidget around a lot when you sleep?
Bro.
What is this? Boxes from an abandoned building. People. They mailed people. Alice and Alan from the unknown dimension, sent by the Puppet Master, and they have no reason to be here. Yeah, whatever, next day. It seems Phenom has gone missing now. Can there just be one day where nothing goes wrong? One day! God, she's probably doing some dumb shit, probably trying to find something. How did... Lavender's missing too. Quickly found her, but she had an asthma attack, so she's going to the hospital. There are just too many things going on right now. Well, we get back and Thing 1 and Thing 2 ate all the frozen meals. Didn't even cook them, just wolf them down. They say that we should meet the Puppet Master. Not in an abandoned warehouse, no. We gotta dream a dream so grand it becomes a nightmare. Get it? It's a grand dream city. It's like, they must be really proud of that one. We sleep and nothing happens. Okay, so we have to force ourselves to have a nightmare. Sounds like a lot of fun considering the circumstances. Well, let's go grab a nightmare amulet then. Got nothing else to worry about right now. Well, that somehow worked. That's Alita, ain't it? She didn't get lost, she's just trapped in the nightmare dimension. Of course, this is the shit you would hear in a psych ward! She's acting all pissy, blames it on the weird curse. Anyway, the Puppet Master is just up ahead. Oh, and don't forget, Zeta! You know, the Solosis, I'm losing my mind. On the way up, him and Alita fight, and he's located in a casino. To get to the top floor, we need 1 million puppet coins. What's the exchange rate on that? Whatever, get a sponsor, beat a couple trainers, and we're there. Let me Why? Oh, come on, please, this child Flosion has parental bond, please. Oh, you lived! Oh, he has another bond, that's just... Guess not. Well, let's go see him. Oh, you want to battle too, huh? Hey, spoilers, but this is the gym fight. And just like the water gym, I was scared shitless of this gym, but managed to beat it with only 3 Pokemon. Let's go over this. First of all, Alita is there. Hi, Alita. So that means it's a double battle. And the field is Psychic Terrain. But like I said in the beginning, this has changed too. Psychic type moves get a boost, priority doesn't work in this field, yada yada yada, that's old. What's new? Telepathy doubles your speed. Pure Power raises special attack instead of physical. Anticipation and Forewarn give you a +1 in special attack. Moonblast, Mystical Fire, and Aura Sphere do more damage. Calm Mind is doubled. Hypnosis is 90% accurate. Trick Room lasts 8 turns. And the Seed gives you Calm Mind, but confuses you. And her signature move doesn't matter because none of her Pokemon get to use it. You get all that? Cool. Now let's go. They lead with Oranguru and Delphox, and we lead with Eclipse and Gliscor. Just as a reminder here, I have no control over what Alita does, which it goes to show even how much easier this was. The Oranguru sets up Reflect and Delphox Heat Waves with a Fire Gem, mind you, and we both live, and Gliscor takes it out with crit. I Shadow Ball expecting it not to crit, so nothing happens. They bring in Rapidash and it has Anticipation. Oranguru takes out Gliscor and Rapidash misses a kill on me, so I Mirror Coat it, living on a Focus Sash, but I die to burn. Monkey Mode and Mienshao next. Oranguru Light Screens and Rapidash Dazzling Gleams, but another Focus Sash from Mienshao and it Brick Breaks. Then I Trick Room. Let's have some fun. Slowking comes in and its Seed pops, but its ability makes it so it can't be confused. Slowking Blizzards, taking out Mienshao. I Shadow Ball and get Psyshocked. In comes Staraptor, who lives a Blizzard somehow, and we both take out the Slowking and they set up Reflect. Gardevoir and Hawlucha next. Gardevoir should be slower than Hawlucha, but its ability doubles its speed, so bye-bye. Medicham and Blaziken. Medicham Megas, but it doesn't get a chance to play. Blaziken gets taken out too. Lucario and... oh, the right trainer's done. Oh, this will be fun. I switch in Celine and Forewarn activates. Lucario Calm Minds, and I think you know where this is going.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's game. When we finish, we meet the Puppet Master, and they say nothing but junk. Stuff that don't make sense at all, and then we wake up. Oh, another one of these. Let's see. They stole Lavenger's badge? This can't be legal. Oh, hi. Well, this is the spiritual healer they brought Alita to, Souta. That's it. I've had it. I'm done, Souta. I don't care that she can't be found. No, you listen to me, old man. I'm done looking for that bro.
Aaron,
you know what I think?
Aaron,
I think that girl ran the moment she saw an opportunity. So I don't care. To hell with her and
she's
back.
right here.
I'm going to my room. The one I was kicked out of. I'm going to take a nap and no one can stop me. And then
absolutely
look to your
fine.
left,
Absolutely
woman,
fine.
please. What? So, the deal with Alita is that the curse on her could not be fully fixed. In fact, she has become very aggressive during and after the ritual. So Souta decides to lock up the chains around her soul and wear a protective kimono. Whatever the hell all that means. The eldest bursts in telling us to turn on the TV, and apparently we're signed up for the tournament, despite them, you know, being fully booked when we tried to enter. Why don't we go figure out what that's all about? We start the chapter off by Alita shit-talking herself. Seems standard at this point. Souta comes along and wants to reveal the real reason Alita is the way she is, but wants Melly and Aaron to be there as well, so we fetch Melia, checking in on Venom. Shockingly, she's still made of stone. Nothing changed. And Aaron trying to cancel her entry for the tournament, which we can't, so that's set in stone. Wait, Adam? You don't remember us either. What is going on? Alright, we're back. Now, we're supposed to live Alita's true self. Hey, quit being cryptic. What is that? Oh no. Well, we're going to the past again. Well, we're here. Forest fire. Nothing can be normal, can it? Why are you running into the forest, woman? Get back! Meteor! Oh, and she's alive. Saved by a woman named Vivian. Deoxys, huh? Wouldn't be the first. Well, Vivian here is the sensei of Sheridan Village of the past. She knows we came from the future. That makes things easier. Real quick, we take a detour to Spacey and Tiempa, asking if they can restore Phenom, which they can, but won't. What a bunch of bitches. Gives us some amulets on the way out, though. Okay, before you ask, that isn't Angie, that's Anju. They're very different, I promise. We also meet the last person in the group, Sella. We have some small talk, and Vivian asks us to battle each other. Can't tell you why, but sure. Vivian gives us a place to stay for the night. Oh, a piece of paper, huh? Meet me in the house at midnight. I wish to speak with you about something important. Well, we're here. Anju showed up too. Anyway, Sella is concerned about Vivian. See, Sella was initially taken in to be an assistant for the village of sorts, with Vivian still being the sensei and all that, and from those 4 years, she could tell that Vivian has been getting depressed. Everyone that once lived in Sheridan has left out of neglect. She's worried that Vivian might hurt herself. It's possible that this also could have stemmed from a book that was given to Vivian by a boy in white hair. Canon? Yeah, canon. We are gonna have a little talk, buddy. We'll discuss a plan of action tomorrow. Sella is here waiting for us and explains the plan. Right now, Anju is talking with Vivian as to stop her from going anywhere. The issue is we can't sneak up on her. She can feel the presence of anyone around her, or something along those lines, I don't know. Instead, we're gonna make her come to us. Right outside the village, there are some pretty rare berries growing, and Sella says that we could use a heracross there as bait. And then she has to deal with it. We just gotta, come on, go, just go! There, now we can grab it. Okay, weirdo. Let's do this thing. Well, what do we have here? There's a bookmark section. Self-sacrificial protection spell. Yeah, okay. How about we don't do that one? Let's see, for the spell to work, one must purify their body for 100 days and... Oh, hey, buddy. So... Oh, fuck me. Come on, it can't be that serious. A great calamity will begin soon. That's what the earth tells me. You are not about to kill yourself over climate change. Stop it. Oh, so that's just a thing you can do? That too? Cool. And now we're fine. Bitch, just slow down. Something up, Melia? She's saying the premonition that Vivian had could have been Storm 9. We might have messed up. Bad. Alita? Alita, we screwed up. Oh, hello? And the first sign of life is cannibalistic children. Bodes well. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, this whole section is both sensory overload and does not make even a lick of sense. So let's see how fast we can wrap this up. We currently exist in a timeline in where Vivian didn't sacrifice herself, where the world has been doomed by Storm 9 and the ocean has slowly been engulfing land and is deadly to the touch. When we get transported to this timeline, we send off a beacon that alerts pirates to where we are and we get captured and our Pokemon taken away, except for an egg which hatches into a shiny Mimikyu. We take our Pokemon back, beat up the guards, and head over to where we can get out of this mess, getting a time diamond that a 6-year-old who says damn has control over. She wants us to do a couple of stupid challenges like battling each other and shit, and we finally get Eveltal moment. The kid is actually Melia in this timeline, so they fight for which one should exist, and our Melia wins. We find the time diamond with Madame X, who held a truce with us, and we go back to our timeline and tell Vivian to sacrifice herself. That bitch ass Gardevoir interrupts it though, but thankfully the Mimikyu followed us to our timeline and fights it off. The ritual went through, but now Vivian was cursed with reincarnation and reincarnates into Talia. Wait, Alita's mom? And if you move around the letters of Alita, you get Melia yells at the space hags. We go back to the present. The eldest is actually Sella from the past. And finally, we can fight Souta, the flying type gym leader. Okay, so for a good chunk of time, I was pretty convinced that this fight wasn't possible. You'll see why though. The field he uses is the Sky Field. Flying type moves get more powerful and entry hazards don't work. Both Hurricane and Thunder never miss. Tailwind lasts 8 turns. Razor Wind is a single charge and does more damage, along with Sky Attack. The Seed makes you +1 to both defenses, but sets up Tailwind. Also, doesn't use a signature move. Why would you when you can fire off free Sky Attacks? Animations are off again. Took too long and you'll see why. He leads with Hawlucha and I lead with Bronzong. I forgot to name it, leave me alone. The wind is strong. Yeah, whatever. Wait, that's not Tailwind. What is that? No. So, that's a thing now. He can't one-shot Bronzong, so that's a freebie. Yeah, so the Pokemon start getting a little better. Thankfully, one Mirror Coat and it's gone. Gliscor next, and once again, we go 1 for 1. Well, there's his Mega. Bring in Trolla, Thunder Wave it, and get taken out. Now for 2 new members. Turf, who just gets hit, so its eject button activates. And then we get Eon, whose Seed pops and transforms into Mega Pidgeot! It doesn't show, but look at his moves, it's Pidgeot. Here, I'm gonna throw this on screen. You'll know what it is. Pidgeot gets paralyzed once, twice, 3 times. In comes Dragonite. I'm faster and get a Hurricane Confusion, and it hits itself. The Psychic Terrain wears off, so he gets a hit, but it don't matter. Multi-Scale broke it, so it's the last Pokemon, which is slower than mine. Now, I think I outspeed.
Protect.
Nah, bitch. It's over!
God.
I just got lucky.
Yup.
Souta dies. Alita is actually Talia, who is actually Vivian. The eldest opens her heart. We go to Elmo's world. Alita turns into a Reggie. Beat it actually first try. Get a call from Lavender saying Nim is alive, turn Phenom to stone, and is going to kill Melia. Alita leaves to go do something, and that's the chapter.
God, it's so close to being over. Please. We wake up to the puppet master having another present for us. Books, rented out by Rune. They're from a nearby library, so we check it out. Hey, guess I'm chilling with UA for a while. Oh, Reina showed up too. Play tennis for a bit, go. It's just never easy with these fuckers, is it? They took Reina thinking it was me because both of the grunts refused to look down. Yeah, sure, just hit the teleport button. I'm sure it'll do wonders. I was kidding. Get me out of here. I just want to look for some books. Hello? Shiny Silvally. There are 3 people that have one of those. First one is Solosis, second one's me, and the last one, yep, there it is. Well, we got spit out in some kind of desert. Ren recognizes the place and says there's a village nearby, so we go in and talk to the chief. She has been expecting us, along with Ryland, the ground-type gym leader. With our combined powers of Blade Star and Team... Hold up, Blade Star? So there's been a dimensional rift that has been causing an awful sandstorm nearby, which is why we're here. Wait, you're making us do chores and your excuse is we have experience? We get to the halfway point and Ren finally spills why he joined Team Zen. He was blackmailed by Crescent, but to join as a mold, not a member. At least you're doing something right. All right, a few Blade Star grunts later. Hey, why are they here anyways? It was you, huh? After Ren takes 10 minutes, pee-pee stalling a grunt, we have to talk about... Nothing can go right, can it? Stop! Are we in the past again? Well, let's try and find a way back. Cannon's here too, and he doesn't recognize us? Anju introduced us to one of her friends, Nymeria. She's actually a reason why Cannon is the way he is. This Cannon is basically a spell meant to help Nymeria in whatever she needs. Cannon saw the person thing that got us here. All right, let's go see what his deal is. Why even send us back here again? G? Where are you? G? Have you calmed down? We need to get back out there. If we don't, Ren, UA, and Reina will last. It's up to us. Yes, I think I'm okay now. That was selfish of me. I'm sorry. It's okay. We're all here for you. Come on, let's wake up now. Yes, let's wake up now. G, thanks for being there for me. My head. Where? Oh, so here then. Oh, you're here too. Both Yue and Reina got put into possessed-like state. But by who? What the fuck? Why do you have wings? Who are you? Oh, you're the Gardevoir from before. Okay. So we got a dark fairy type, so psychic type moves, no prankster works. It has 5 shields. It has the ability to heal after every kill. It one-shots all of my Pokemon without a screen. That's a lot of recordings. Yeah, the funny number's in the corner again. I'm not even gonna explain this. The number speaks for itself. They give you a focus sash before this fight too. They know what they did. Worst part of the entire run, hands down. It's not even a question. She isn't even dead? I'm not doing this twice. Oh, thank God. Ren's up. Why the oh, who cares? Just shoot her. Ren is an android. Reina has a good line, honestly. And we go back to the present. This thing is here now. Oh, so is Cannon. The reason he acted so different is because he erased his memories? Something like that. He did it so the Gardevoir couldn't get info out of him. When they get done crying over nothing, Ren wants to have a fight. Just because? Ren asks us to leave this place, but we can't because of the oh my God, the tournament! Sorry, I got a bit distracted by traveling back in time. Didn't see that part in the terms of service! Good Lord. Okay, so we got a rain team, a fear team, that's pretty fun, an Eevee baton pass team, except the AI is bad at it, a random ass team, a chip stall team, QA dressed as Cannon because he got smoked by the fear guy, a Zoroark with a Z move, sure, another random ass team, and then a pause. Because the next fight is Grants against the gym leader, and he'll give us his badge for this one, Adam, who still don't remember us. Buddy, how are you still a gym leader then? Wait a second, I was supposed to get all the badges for this. Why am I only getting 1? Whatever, field time. It's the inverted field. So the type chart is inverted. Anything that was super effective now resists and vice versa. Problem is, he's the rock leader, so he resists a lot and not a lot hits him. The seed for this field makes you normal and gives you normalize, turning every attack you do into a normal type move. His signature move is Matrix Shot, a 90 base rock type move that is physical but hits the special defense instead, so a reverse Psy Shot. I lead Slowy Bros and he leads Archeops and its seed pops. It uses acrobatics, I eat a berry and psychic. It head smashes a I send in Taekwon, Fake Out, and in comes Terrakion. I switch to Jinx here and it goes for Matrix Shot. Damn, ice is broken on this field. Fake Out, Sing, and a couple Frost Breaths and he's down. Yikes, that is a Mega Aerodactyl who is 5 levels above the level cap. That's gonna be a... oh yeah. Okay, this Rampardos Crest is cracked out of its mind. It's got sturdy regardless of its health. Go Taekwon, Fake Out, switch to Billybug, and I lower its stats on purpose so when it gets hit on the switch, it can be in range of Swarm. We have purposely trained him wrong. But for real! I'm faster, so Hypnosis and a couple Bug Buzzes do it. Now Tyranitar with the Seed. I get a Hypnosis, Reflect, and a couple Bug Buzzes, and then go into a different Lois. Hurricane takes it out. In comes Gigalith, and it doesn't feel like attacking because of Reflect, so I two-shot it. That's game. Pretty fun gym, honestly. Get his badge and Rock Slide. Nice. Sorry, huh? Late Star Transmission. I thought Flora was... yeah, I guess you're doing fine. Animation? Pokemon would never. She blows up a skyscraper and the next chapter starts.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Take a Frosty and leave. So here's the deal. Team Zen has these pod things that have kept Alice, Alan, and Melia alive. They have no clue where Aaron is currently. They were the ones that were at the building that they blew up, and we're just gonna have to accept that that happened. They currently have about a day and a half of time left in them. For them to live, we need to take them to the Spring of Rejuvenation. Don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it. If we want them to live, we have to team up with them. Basically, everyone is here with us, so this is gonna be one hell of a ride. Okay. Plan time. We get split into 3 teams. Team A will be killing the Dimensional Rift owned by Bladestar that we meant to do last chapter, but complications. We won't be able to get through the desert without it. Team B will back up and shortly follow Team A. And Team C's job is to not do anything dumb and stay on standby in the event of one team failing their mission. Hand them the unplugged controller while you're at it. God. Okay, but I still don't get why they're helping us. Ah, I see, that's what they gain from it. Alright, we made it. Took about 8 hours to get us to the rendezvous, so we only got about a full day left. Alright, let's make our way through this garbage. Yeah, Bladestar making all this easier. Oh, hey, bud. Fancy meeting you here. The reason she's turning people to stone is whenever she got purified, Crescent was there and told her a false narrative that everyone but me abandoned her. That doesn't excuse what you did to Venom, and I'm not letting you hurt anyone else. I hope I tried. Thank God he still has that robot shit going on. Not even 10 seconds later, he malfunctions, and now he's talking backwards. Oh, he can fix himself up at a Pokemon Center. Rain gets all fixed up, and oh, look at the clock. We got 5 hours left. We gotta get We gotta slow... What? Who? Rift to Powdon. Just sitting there. Fight now. We win. Move on. Nastasia transported everyone over with about an hour and a half to spare. And nothing went wrong. Yep. Absolutely nothing. So, all the water in the spring is missing. Absolutely nothing can go right.
As you have already concluded, the spring has been drained. The spring can be reactivated. There's still time. On the highest level, there is a room called the Skyview. All we must do is reinsert the jewel into the pillar there. Also ran your eyeballs falling out.
To the top we go, introducing the worst puzzle in the game. Oh, the footage crafting got stuck on this. Oh, I'm so distraught. Seriously, who makes a puzzle you can get soft locked in and have to start over? Like, what? Our badge turns into a key, drill guy shows up. Alan, you got hit by the explosion. Sorry? Plays Final Fantasy with him. That's the wrong RPG, buddy. This is a Pokemon game. What is this, turn-based combat? That's not a good joke. We get through Analysis here too. She also got hit by the explosion. She's currently in one of the fucking stasis chambers. How are you in 2 places at once? You created the puzzle? I could kill you, and I will. That's a promise. She kills Alan, who has already died. I don't care. Alita, deal with her. We're moving on. What is it? We went 1 room forward. Let's get to the top. Oh, hey, Alita's back. You! All right, at the top. About 15 minutes left to spare. Rylan, just please, nope, you're fucked. Ooh, you're a gym leader too? Well, this is considered the gym fight. Kind of in the middle of something. Might as well go over it. The field is the desert field. And since there's permanent Sandstorm anyway, just expect all the junk that Sandstorm does. Dig is stronger and takes only 1 turn. Sandtomb does a 6th, and Sandstorm Chip does an 8th. The C for the field gives you Quiver Dance boost, but sets up Sandtomb on yourself. His signature move he never uses, so whatever. When's the last time someone's actually used it? He leads with Nidoqueen, and I lead with Airbud. He switches into a Torterra, whose crest inverts its type chart. And I Parting Shot into Taekwon. We trade a couple blows and both get taken out. I bring in Jinx and he brings in a pre-poisoned Gligar. Have fun. And both our seeds pop. A single Frost Breath is thankfully enough for him. In comes Excadrill, who outspeeds me no matter what, so in comes Sleet. Once again, we trade blows until we both faint. He sends in Steelix and I send an Air Bud again. It Megas and I Parting Shot into Delpho, who dodges its dig with an Air Balloon. I Fire Blast and get a burn. Since I burned it, it kinda just gives up. Get a Mystical Fire in. My Claydol weakens their Claydol, then Air Bud takes it out. It will simply one-shot. It will simply two-shot. That's game. While battling us, Alita yoinked the jewel to power this whole thing, but it won't do nothing. Someone in Ryland's bloodline needs to activate it, which might be a bit of an issue. The mind control thing on him had a lethal poison in it, and Flora said it's either him or the gem. God, fucking, what do we, one sec, I gotta take this. Ren, is this really the time? It's just a news report saying the mayor's live. Why do we even care? Flora has a temper tantrum and breaks the mind control junk. Well, Ryland's fine, but he's out cold. If only someone here realized that they were part of Ryland's bloodline, and the only reason that they don't is because of amnesia. Well, that'd be a shame, though. We ran out of time, though. Oh, wait, no, we ran out a while ago. They just got Latios powering the thing. All right, we did it. We're not done. We're not, it's never done. It's never over. Now they want the jewel for whatever reason. Oh, what the fuck oh, hey, Amelia, that was fast. Hello? Some kind of illusionist, apparently. Can we get this over with? Wait, hold on. Alita has an orbital? Wait, no. Wait, you don't have a... Oh, yeah, for sure. She don't got a Klinkling. Yeah, no. That's what's going on. Okay. Whether you lost because you knew or because you're genuinely awful. Let's go with the first one, please. You hurt my feelings. Well, Adam cleaned up with help from Braixen. She evolved and could talk normally. Cool. Delpho's the name. I'm gonna name you Delpho. Well, the pyramid got purified or something because of the jewel, and while everyone else goes to check on the capsules, Delpha wants us to hang back because apparently Lavender is trapped in that hospital. Yeah, remember when she passed out from, what's it called? The vape disease? Asthma, that one. They're working on experiments involving memory transfer, and they want her for some reason. I guess that's next on the list. This thing never runs out. We go down, and Ryland's already up and running. Gives us a badge and a useless TM. Wait, so that's Aaron? Not Melia? But Aaron was missing. Their sister. Oh my god. There's no reason to explain this either. They just do this. It's called the archetype. Who cares? Okay, so Delpha brought it up since she could talk again, but we gotta get Lavender out of the hospital. While Delpha was there, they tried to poke and prod at her memory. I mean, they obviously failed, so let's go get her out of there. If we want her, we gotta go through the main dock, Isha. That's a weird name. That sounds like it's just a sneeze. Aaron distracts him and he gets cornered, but he Scooby-Doos out of it. He then goes on a monologue about his upbringing. Something he did illegal things to keep his 90-something% success rate as a doctor, but then his dad became terminally ill with no cure. So you sitting down, make sure you're sitting down, make sure your ass is on the ground. Transferred his brain into his son, which is Isha. Now, at the same age, he caught the same illness, but he doesn't have a kid, so he has to have someone who has a strong connection with him, and for some reason, it's Lavender. Ren also swoops in with...
Okay, Google, give me an excuse as to why Venom survived from Stone.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never
so
the
tired.
end. Never...
Well, he gets arrested, we reunite with her, and all is peachy. There's nothing left to do. We won! Yippee! So, Alexandra here. You remember Crystal from Chapter 10? That's her. She's part of the Elite 8, and her mother is the champion. Wait, if you're an Elite 8 member, why send us to fight evil? You are set in stone, one of the strongest... So apparently, the League is fake. 7 years ago, Alexandra's mom got in a tussle with Madame X. To say she got out without an arm and a leg in her name would be correct. She lost 2 limbs. It writes itself. To prevent something like that from happening again, she trained people into becoming her Elite 8. Oh wait, shit, no, 4? What? Why'd they do 4 first? And got applicants for gym leaders flowed in, but being paranoid, had gatekeepers to the original Elite 4 by getting 4 more trainers. When word started spreading beneath the cracks, her hometown was attacked. She didn't die, but yeah, she didn't die. By definition now, Alexandra is champion, but she got pressed and ran. You didn't get very far then now, huh? I don't know if any of this clicked yet. This is a random point to bring it up, but we have to now. Nim is Storm 9. It's not an actual storm. She first appeared here and Damien was about to kill her, but Alexandra here didn't want that. They let the village decide if she gets to live or die. They chose die, and again, Alexandra broke the rule and put her on a train to what I assume was where we initially met her in Route 2. You're supposed to be the champion and you're acting like this. Team Zen wants something to do with Storm 9, and the archetype that that symbol these 4 turned into. That it's called the archetype. Remember, it doesn't matter. Instead of like killing one of them so they can't fuse, they want to train us instead. I don't know where the us coming in, because I beaten him already. Y'all are the ones who need training. We have a battle with Melia as part of training, and I'm not gonna talk about it, and I do tend to be a little stupid, but don't try this. More training it is, and hey, we're finally getting access to Mega Evolution in the last chapter. At least Z moves will be useful. A couple battles and a fuckload of lore that explains something that happened in like 10 minutes, but takes a good 5 to explain, so I'm good. And we finally got the plan. TLDR, there are 3 components that we need to grab. We'll split into teams to get them. Aaron, Cannon, and the 2 running this thing for 1, Melia, Ren, and Venom for another, and me and Alita for the last one. Well, let's get on to it then. By the way, I could have activated this thing so I would play as them, but with my team. But I thought it'd be more fun not to do that, so that's what I did. At this point, I don't think you care if it ain't a true mono one. Really waited like 3 hours to see if it was possible. What the fuck's wrong with— Anywho, Cannon smells some smell underwater somehow and physically can't resist it. Whatever, might as well explore this place. Yeah, that ain't right. Jesus, that's a big ass willow. Are those Regice? Interesting. It's gotta be like Angie doing this junk. She was still frozen, right? How'd she get out? Oh, this is weird. Cannon, what did you just touch? Shit, hold on to something. All right, what the fuck happened? I see. Yeah, I'm just used to buildings spawning at this point. Where are the other 2, by the way? Can't contact them, huh? Well, they're probably in here somewhere, so let's start looking. Yeah, all that checks out. As expected, they're out and about. Angie! Hey! Cannon! Neat. Okay, so she summons the Regice. Cool. Oh, this thing got a focus edge. Let me take that off. Why? What is the point? We wander around the building for a while, find some keys, kill our ice clones, meet up with one of Angie's servants who wants to play hide and seek. Well, we found out what's making Cannon lose his— she's just dead. Is none of y'all gonna— that is a corpse. Is anyone— Find a couple of maids who have the ingredients to finish her dish, and she gives us the key out of here. More lore shit, but this time it's actually cool, so it's chill. All right, you gotta go. We'll defeat— wait, where— what do you— I'll defeat you. Oh, it's actually easy. Cannon bamboozles the fuck out of Angie, and a spirit comes after her, and everything goes dark. Whatever the deal with that was is over now. Let's get your asses and go. All right, got the diamond thing. A call from Melia later, and we gotta book it to Golden Leaf Forest. Let's— Melia, Ren, and Venom pull up to Golden Leaf. Oh, hey, even the blanket's still here. That's cute. It's all patterned. Look at that. Melia brings up that the statue seems kind of similar to the Giratina one back in Golden Leaf. So I bet it— yeah, perfect. Well. Can we try to talk at least? What? Now this is what I call a plot twist. Let's see how you all fare down in the Den of Souls. Come on, Lucius Bracken ain't that serious. Well, we found Ren fast, along with some robot Pokemon. Ah, shit, not again. Kill the robots and one quick fix later, and the— God, I have such fucking Yu-Gi-Oh brain. Oh. Kill the robots and one quick fix later, and there's a whole ass city here. Let's take a look around, I guess. These symbols around here are Garifin. Also, it's abandoned, but in good shape. Weird. Well, there's a generator here with some missing plugs. Guess we can grab those, and hey, you know what? Hologram people are new on the list. Wonder what this is about. You can just not be left alone, can you? Okay, you stay here. I can go find Venom. You just cannot be left alone, can you? Oh, weird. They ran off for— why? Well, Jesus. What a good way to make an entrance, huh? All right, Venom is somehow fine. Ren stopped fucking up. We're all good? We're all good? We're all chill? Huh? Everyone, head count, 1, 2, 3, we're good? There's just no winning! Okay, we gonna run it again? No? I'm not here to fight. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's a gun. Straight— yep, that's straight up a gun. That is a gun. God, this place is so weird. Looks like some kind of hospital. There's a note here. I'm losing light fast. I'm sorry to my mother. This is the end for me. Is this a suicide note? Wait, no, there's others. I did not have the aptitude to manifest its power. Upon doing so, my eyes were completely destroyed. Jesus, this is, God, they're getting worse. Gee willikers, I sure do love Pokemon. Wait, this one's okay. Yeah. Genesis syndrome. So wait, this is the archetype? Oh, yeller. Okay, got the keys to get out of here, and Ren's bugging again. Oh, changing hair, that's a new one. Wait, no, that's someone else. Sorry, a soul entered his body? You know this how? Oh, because she's a regular here. Waiter, more souls, please. Why did I write that? If she don't get any, she turns to stone, like what happened way back on Terrajuma. Even from the start, she was like this. She couldn't feast on souls because she was holding Gira and Co hostage in her realm thingy. Little more back and forth and she runs off. The soul gives Ren back his body, and now we finally got Cassandra cornered, despite not even being here for her at all. Beat her ass, tie her up? Interesting. Wow, you found the contrast filter. Very proud of you. Ah, that's what's going on. Oh yeah, they're pissed. No! Someone! Please! Save us! You can't have them! Alright. Draw. Stand by main. I'm activate change of heart. She teleports us out and fends for herself. We make it out without a scratch and have Cassandra to do something with, I don't know, that's not our goal right now. We just need the pearl component. I mean, I guess we can regroup for now. Me and Alita pull up to Grand Dream University. I assume we need to scout the place out, so let's go on ahead. HUGE and Lavender are here. We asked about the component, but they said Saki might... Sorry, you said Saki? The fuck's she been up to? Last we seen her, she was with Valerie and Oh, she has amnesia too, doesn't she? Amber pulled up as well, and she may have an inkling as to where we need to go. The fountain in the middle, I have a little something about it. Before we do anything, we get called out by Hazuki? We met her in the past, I just didn't bring it up because she was just not important. But now she is. Hazuki says we're out past curfew and we need to go, so wait, no, we get to sleep here? I don't think a university should also be a homeless shelter. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, surprise assembly? This is awesome. They locked us in too. I'm sure this isn't leading to any bad scenario. Oh, so, okay. There's now 2 schools where we can't communicate with each other, controlled by the Puppet Master from forever ago, and if we don't do what we need to do, both groups will die. This is great! So we got one group, Alita, HUGE, Lavender, and this guy. He's a friend of Risa. His name is John. It's so stupid. Hold on, I'm looking this one up. Is it literally just Jean? I spelled Jean wrong. How? It's 4 letters. I'm a fucking American. I'm pronouncing it Jean. Fuck you. All right, he seems like a chill guy. That is Zekrom, and now you're fighting us. Didn't take 5 seconds, huh? I think our goal here is to get through these doors with the members on them. Would cover it, but it's just lore stuff or something really stupid. We get done with HUGE's, and Jean just erects a temple. Okay, so we get done with Alita's door, and on the other side, Risa pulls up along with this guy? Well, we beat him, so he can't be that bad. After coming out, the intercom blazes saying we should get onto the auditorium. Don't see why not. That is some Looney Tunes level explosions. And he already detonated it. Well, we're fine? The explosives Jean had broke the, only 4 rules the Puppet Master had all at once. So we got deleted from the game, and the blast was contained. Now for Lavender's room. When do I get to be happy? They didn't have a transition or something? They made a whole screen and everything and just didn't use it. Anyway, yeah, same rules, different people. Let's go. Solve a puzzle and whew, yeah, that is some imagery. All right, Amber's room. Nope, it's a Zed fight. Dude, it's actually been so long since I've had my Pokemon back. It feels weird. Anyway, she gets done with that and we gotta go back to the auditorium. And oh, it's you again. Motherfucker has a pre-burned Mon just to lose. Crazy. Okay, this is boring. Speedrun time. Alright, we're out the Nightmare Realm. Now the Puppet Master is bringing the Nightmare Realm to us. Holy moly, I love Pokemon. Wait. Her Pokemon have negative EVs. Holy moly, I love Pokemon. Holy moly. Ah, that's what that was about. Well, we're all here. Let's go beat his ass. I am Arrow. I am our strength. We are G. Together, we are one. About time I was able to use one of these. Let's run it.
Those who stand in the way of humanity's failure shall be devoured.
Well, we got rid of him. Found out where the platinum component is. So really, there's only one more thing to do. Saki. I'm gonna need that badge. Well, look who's back. Trying to give me some applause. Christ! Ego trip over. Yeah, gear is harder than the gym itself. So why don't we say something about him too? His field is the haunted... Wait, that's the Narcissa one. Everything reminds me of her. What matters this time is... nothing? I mean, the extra boost in damage and the seed is really all he uses besides hypnosis getting a boost. Seems too easy. Of course, guts off the goon. I leave with Trolla, set up a couple screens and die. But stalling for long enough to where the burn damage he took lets superpower kill from Malamar. He sends in Clefable. I switch to the Amethyst as a Moonblast. It Calm Minds and a Perish Song. Yeah, we're doing this. Switch to Oranguru and it Calm Minds again. Since the light screen is still up, it gets greedy and goes for a third. Psych up. See, now you're sweating. It doesn't want to switch since I'll murk whatever he switches into, so it gives up and I set up a Trick Room as it dies to Perish Song. Hey, that's a cool looking Parasect. Well, bye. Huh? Wow, that's a little good. I mean, it's still a Parasect, so I get to kill it, but God. In comes Dragapult and can't get a safe switch here, so bye-bye. And Amethyst comes in again and uses Sing. Trick Room wears off, but he's asleep, so 2 Outrages and it's gone. Gengar comes in and Mega Evolves and murks the hell out of Amethyst. I send in Mrs. Mime. I think this is the only Psychic-type Pokemon that I have access to that could live a Gengar hit. Filter putting in way too much work, as always. Hypnosis and some Psychics, and it goes down. And here's Spiritomb. Spiritomb? This thing sucks. Wait, there's always a catch there, isn't it? Correct you are! For this Spiritomb's crest does Supreme Overlord, but twice as strong! You wanna go for broke, and guess what Silvally crest does? Mime dies, and here's Overeasy, who can shockingly live a Shadow Sneak from this thing. Puts it to sleep, and as Z moves some change later, it goes down. And that's game. Now get out the goddamn way, let me finish this. Now, Saki's got a weird field. This doesn't have anything to do with the field, but there's permanent Wonder Room up, which swaps defense and special defense. They just want everything to be weird. Anyway, the field is called the Glitch Field. Basically turns everything into Gen 1. So everything that's whack about those gens are here. There's now no physical special split. Special attack and special defense turns into whichever one of those stats is higher. Crit rate is increased by 1 if you're faster than the enemy. Steel types resist Dark and Ghost. Explosion halves defense. Just all the dumb shit. The C for this field also gives +1 to defenses and makes you typeless. Her signature move is Super Ultra Mega Death Move. That is what it is called. 100 base power steel move that will switch between lowering both attack stats and both defense stats of the target. It also uses their special defense as attack. And you know, since Wonder Room's on the field, it's just body press. You're between me and victory, and I choose victory. I lead with Meowstic and she leads with Ant's Troubled. It was something that happened in Nightmare Realm. Don't worry about it. Fake out to dodge first impression, set up screens and die. Screens are broken. In comes Slowy Bros and she switches in Starstream. God, holy, she switches in Starscream. Good luck saying that. And I hit Thunder Wave despite having Flamethrower because this is a Flash Fire Genesect. I get hit by a Thunder, proccing my eject button, and send in Taekwon. It extreme speeds and goes down in 1 high jump kick. She sends in Ant's Troubled again and I detect, burning its first impression, and hard switch Slowy Bros. Tanks a couple of hits thanks to Regenerator and Flamethrowers, killing it. She sends in Bodyguard, I hard switch Delpho and it tanks a Super UMD, fires an Overheat and dies, just to send out Taekwon and high jump kick again. She sends in Megamind, I switch in Daru. It's not cheating because it has a crest that makes it a psychic type on switch. It's the Zenbo, shut up. And it So we got a Flashfire Genesect and 2 Megas who, may I remind you, is 5 levels above the level cap. It's the last fight, huh? It's the last fight. We got nothing to worry about after this. It bullet punches, which I tank, eat a super UMD move and yawn. Die, send in Taekwon to, you guessed it, high jump kick. She sends in Bronzong, no funny name this time, and it seed pops. I hard switch Zinc, eat a couple super UMDs, Rock Tomb, lowering its speed, and
then you blow up.
Can you hear it? The pulses of the living. The ironic rhythm is a grand orchestra. It's never the same tone. Who wants to stop this? There can be. When the violent storm is over, blue sky is a more beautiful than ever. You see, I want that, that's all I want. I dream to ride the waves. I'll just be a rocketeer.
Women.
Women.
Ooh, the time thing already went down the drain, but maybe the place is still good? No, because now she wants to go somewhere else. Alright. He's like, hey, by the way, I'm in the mood to actually go to Noodles and Company. We don't have to go, but if you wanted to, I would be up for it.
You just
Fucking
say that, bro.
Just tell
women.
me.
Can't live with them. Can't live with them.
Man, she just wants me to drive places. I'm breaking up with you, Sen's 8 Ball.
This is for the relationship. You lose, it's over. I want to play a game.
Man, what does she want? She's on her period. I forgot.